Greetings fellow captains and welcome back to another episode of World of Warships with the Hive Hound. Now, well, everyone's pretty much well covered all the new ships, so I'm going to take a bit more of an in-depth look at them a bit later on. But whilst trying to do all the tier 7 stuff, this match happened to happen, and apologies that I missed the start of it, but my recording software decided to have a senior moment and forget to work. And this was later saved and captured off the PC after it crashed. And this is all about sort of map awareness. So right at the start, the destroyer that you can see lurking at B now is actually, in fact, the destroyer that spawned my side, who decided to leg it, and that's awfully unlucky for you, Mr. Benson. See you later. I noticed you can see that their battleships had sort of pushed more towards B. So this gave me the prime opportunity to push C. And C, we've seen, was getting capped very early on. As you can see, they've just actually captured it. And, well, there's only one thing that it could be. Okay, one of two things, but one of those, but both being destroyers. And being in a British light cruiser, there's nothing that likes eating destroyers more. And we're going to punish this Jarvis. And he makes a mistake. We use our sonar, because obviously we're expecting torpedoes. He spun round, he hasn't fired his guns at all. And whoosh, almost, come on, get that last turret around. Get him done, get him gone. Get him out of there. And there's... he made a bit of a mistake by firing single fire torpedoes. They're all heading in a straight line, and if you dodge one, you dodge them all. So remember, if you're firing single fire, try give them a bit of a spread. I will make the same mistake in a minute. And so we're capturing the base now, and this has given us the wonderful opportunity to score some shots on the York and the Iowa that are busy over there trying to capture B. So we're going to take advantage of the fact that we're not spotted. They're both ramming into each other, which is putting our shots off. And we're going to score a couple of defend ribbons from this. As you can see, those shots completely missed, and absolutely nothing came of them. But we're going to try and get ourselves some defense, whilst slowly but surely racking up a little bit more damage. As you can see, we've sort of, well, I say we pushed this side alone. We have got a battleship. The battleship was smart enough to realise that there was an opportunity over here, and we're gonna take it. And there we go, shots coming back at us from the Iowa because he was spotted by a plane. Accelerate forward. This could have been really painful, but it wasn't. And that's when I notice a wild Sinop appears from around the corner. Now, the Sinop has got 16-inch guns. 16-inch guns can punch right through 30mm of armour. But I'm in an Edinburgh. And Edinburgh's bow has 32mm of armour. We know we're not really going to score much damage on the Sinop, but we're going to keep him distracted. We're going to point towards him. He's going to make the big mistake of only firing armor piercing at us. If he switched to HE, he'd be able to cause some kind of damage. If he focused on the battleship that was giving him a bit more of an angle, he could have caused some more damage. As you can see, what was that? 2,700 from a salvo. We'll be firing another 2 off, and we get a couple of hundred. He's bow tanking us. We're not going to be able to do much damage to him. As much so, he's not going to be able to do much damage to us. So, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to take advantage of the Iowa in the middle, get ourselves another 3 defend ribbons, taking us up to 14? That's 15? Or is that 16 now? No, that's 15. And because the Iowa's got way more of a superstructure, we can consistently do more and more damage. And that Sinop has focused us and done, well, very little. I dunk most of those shots into the island, and we're just going to focus on pushing the Sinop As long as we don't show him broadside, there is absolutely nothing he can do about it, which is why I love the British, well, say the British cruisers, specifically the Edinburgh. It's why I enjoy playing the Edinburgh so much. It gives you these tactical advantages, which, you know, all right, you've not got that one-shot heavy power that the American heavy cruisers have. You can't set fires like the American light cruisers. You can't dance around the map like a like an Otago or an Amagi. But you can bow tank absolutely everything apart from a Yamato. And see, I said it's crazy. We all do it. We all make mistakes. I fired a single fire as we swing round and turn our ships, get our bows pointing in towards him straight away. And of course, as soon as I got the torpedoes off, he's clearly well aware of what the Edinburgh is capable of. And, you know, we're firing shots and doing absolutely no damage to him whatsoever here. There, what was that? Just shy of 2,000 damage. And so much so, I don't even know if he's decided to give up shooting at us. I think his guns are aimed at our colleague behind. But yeah, I can't do any damage to him. But I can do damage to a broadside Azuma. That's for sure. And there he fires another salvo at us straight into the front of the ship. There's his rear turret, so now we have absolutely nothing to worry about. Our destroyer gets a couple of torpedoes into him, bringing him down to very little to no health. We soften him up a bit by chucking a few more shells into his superstructure. We know he's squirmy. We know he knows how to dodge torpedoes. So we secure that kill, take him out, and carry on shooting at the Azuma once again. So this is the key thing about British cruisers. If you want to know about the build and my general tactics in the ship, there is the How to Master Your Ship series, where okay, I've still got some more work to do on it. I've so far only really done the British cruisers, and yeah, stupid mistake again by me, relying on the auto aim. I assume he's got no health. We'll just fire that salvo off. But surely he's dead. And yeah, we get one ricochet and one, what was that? One over penetration on the York. So the York should have been dead. We should have taken our time. We shouldn't have rushed the shot. But now we are going to have to deal with him. He is angled, so he's going to be significantly harder for us to pen. But the British light cruisers do have higher penetration angles than almost every other ship in the game. So York makes a mistake, goes broadside. Why is a York going broadside? Answers on a postcard, kids. He's firing torpedoes. I have put my sonar up, but we didn't need to put our sonar up. We knew exactly what was going to happen there. We get a couple of licks in on the Azuma, and we take our first bit of real chunky damage. So we're going to burn our first repair kit. And if anyone knows anything about British cruisers, it is how goddamn impressive that heal is. As you can see, we've just absolutely, we just reprinted a third of our ship. We're backing out. I know the front guns are going to hit the island. It doesn't matter. The British cruisers, it's all about constant damage, constantly firing those guns, chipping away at absolutely everything that you can do. So we're gonna start putting a bit of a hurting on this Azuma, and we have now actually broken 100,000 damage. And okay, mistake number 2 coming up. Can anyone see what's between me, my greed of getting the Kraken, and the Azuma? Yes, a Colorado. That could have been significantly worse. It really could have. He could have caused a lot of damage if he'd penetrated this. He could have. We were angled enough that he probably would have got our citadel. And here we go. Here we go. Greedy, greedy, greedy. So we're on 115,000 damage. That Azuma has got absolutely no health left. And mistake number 3. We take a broadside from an Iowa. And we get absolutely slapped. And that is when we get our Kraken unleashed. But also a wild Yudachi is placed. The Yudachi was obviously paying attention. Already ahead. In classic high fashion, dunk. We hit an island and he's using the fast torpedoes and kaboom. There we go. Edinburgh gone. So a couple of mistakes there. But I think the positives more than outweighed the negatives of exactly what was going on in that battle. So first of all, we had the opportunity to kill the Benson. And we took it right at the start, getting rid of one of their destroyers as soon as humanly possible. The second, well, the first was recognising we could push C. Was recognising, paying attention to the map, having the awareness to realise, look, they're not pushing this way. Knowing my ship, knowing that I've got the bow to take on everything apart from no, everything including the Iowa. Nothing could overmatch my bow. Finishing off the Jarvis, taking 2 really important pieces off the table really early on. And bow tanking the Synop and focusing on that Azuma and getting that Azuma killed. We did make a mistake in crashing into that island, but hey, nobody's perfect. So we're going to watch to see how our team handle the end of this. The only cap that we actually have at the moment is C, which we capped by ourselves. I say by ourselves a lie. We did have a bit of assistance from one of our friendly battleships. I believe it is actually the Scharnhorst who's still around, who instead of pushing sort of more through the centre towards A, he's focused more on pushing around the outside and heading into C. So we've got a significant points lead. Obviously their destroyer is in B. Why our Kagero didn't go after him, I'm not 100% sure. Why he didn't turn in and help the captain of A, again, not 100% sure, but we're not going to say it's a daft move because we have got the points lead. We've got a fairly decent points lead and there's less than a minute left in the game, and our Scharnhorst is going to take on, I believe this is their surviving Iowa. So see how exactly this game pans out. And he accelerates at the right time. Iowa completely misses his shots. Only 20 seconds left in the battle. The Yudachi probably, I think the Yudachi might have made the right move by going to cap B, but he really should have come over here and tried to kill this Scharnhorst. Would have stopped us taking that cap and would have balanced the points out a bit more. But we maintain the lead, and that's it. Game over. Battle won. So, time for the results screen. Let's see exactly how we did. So we done 116,000 damage, first blood, high caliber, Kraken. We completed a bunch of the weekly tasks. I probably should have ended this. Probably should have edited that out. And there we go, 3,360 base experience. So I hope you learned a little bit about map awareness and knowing what to be aware of with your ship, knowing when and how you can push. And well, until next time, take care.